What's up, NFL fans? I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, and don't forget to check out and purchase your copy of our latest football game plan book, Stiff Arming Football Myths. We have these available in both PDF and paperback form.
Gotta get away, gotta get away, gotta get away. Can't get no rest. Work all day. When will I learn?
Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you our 2015 NFL Draft Special. We're going inside the war room for the Cleveland Browns. We're going to take a look at their team needs to see what players could be possible selections to help fill those needs. But first, let's start off by taking a look at the upcoming picks the Browns have in this year's draft.
First, let's take a look at the mock draft rules. Number one, these picks are based off what I would do as the GM of the football team and what I believe the team needs are. And second, these rankings are my own personal rankings, which you can find on our website at footballgameplan.com/NFL draft. And this is not indicative of where I think these guys will actually go in April's draft. First, let's take a look at some of the team needs for the Browns. Number one, they have to do a better job in stopping the run. So I think the defensive line will be an area of focus in this year's draft class. Along with wide receiver, they have to get dependable playmakers on the flanks. And I think they could utilize depth along the offensive line and also find an impact player at tight end. This would be an ideal selection for the Cleveland Browns. In the way this mock draft fell for them, they get the player that they covet. That's Leonard Williams out of USC at 6'5", 302, who would be an ideal fit in that Browns defense. With their second selection in the first round, La'el Collins out of LSU, in my opinion, would be an impact day one type starter anywhere along that offensive line. I think he instantly upgrades what they want to do offensively. I mentioned dependable wide receiver play, and you don't get any more dependable than Justin Hardy out of East Carolina, 5'11", 190, a guy that catches everything thrown his way, and you can count on him each and every Sunday. I go with the local kid, Devin Smith out of Ohio State, a guy that does a great job in tracking the football deep down the field. And with the way the Browns want to run the football, he's going to have more than enough opportunities to make those big plays 20-plus yards down the field in the passing game. Max Williams out of Minnesota probably has the best hands of any tight end in this year's draft class, and I think he would be a valuable asset to that Browns offense as a flex player. Continuing to add defensive line talent in an effort to stop the run a lot better. In 2015, Eddie Goldman out of Florida State at 6'4", 336 makes a lot of sense at this juncture in the draft. Running back Jay Ajayi out of Boise State gives the Browns yet another talented tailback in the backfield, except this one can definitely do a great job in not only picking up the blitz, but catching the football out of the backfield. Looking to add secondary depth, I look at strong safety Daniel Fitzpatrick out of Tennessee State, one of the best ball hawks coming from the strong safety position in this year's draft class at 6'1", 205. Definitely a sleeper you want to keep an eye on moving forward. Stockpiling offensive line talent, Adam Shedd out of Oklahoma, 6'4", 345, a guy that has experience playing in the spread offense, but also can get down and dirty in the running game. And wrapping up the Browns draft in the 7th round, I look at outside linebacker Sage Harrell, who I think can convert perfectly to an outside edge rusher. He's strong versus the run, but also can give them what they lack as far as getting to the quarterback is concerned coming off the outside. So let's recap my 2015 mock draft for the Cleveland Browns. And as you can see, some great talent was added on both sides of the line of scrimmage with La'el Collins, Leonard Williams, Eddie Goldman, Adam Shedd out of Oklahoma. But when you look at on the outside, the flanks, some talent and some dependable targets at wide receiver, I think this right here will help the Browns continue to build on the foundation they laid last season. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Brown fan forums for always showing football game plan support.